What's up, everyone? I'm Allie Burns from Picks Parlays, and this is Total Chaos, a show where I take these two handicappers and pit them head-to-head to give me their best bet on the over or the under of the 4 divisional playoff games this weekend. Before we get started, I want to remind everyone to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and also check out the description of this video and find the link to Caesar Sportsbook. They've got a killer deal for you. It's all set up in the link, or you can just use the promo code MORNING when you're over at the site. They will match your very first bet up to $1,001 win, lose, or draw. And if you're in the state of New York, they will match your first deposit up to $1,500 with a $50 minimum deposit required. So it's a really great deal. You guys definitely want to jump on board with some Caesar Sportsbook action. All right, now with me today, you two did the NFL Chaos last week, and you tied each other 3, 2, and 1. So we had winning records. That's a good thing, but it was a tie. So now it's the tiebreaker. Sean Higgs, how you feeling about this?
I should have won, but dang, I'm back.
You let me in. You let me back in. I'm coming swinging. You shouldn't have done it. You should have called in. The one game we differed on was the only game we could push on. Everything else had like a hook. And it was 46 and...
the Eagles.
The Eagles, you know. I mean, you can't get rid of me.
Nothing out of the Eagles.
No. You can't get rid of me.
I was right on Denver putting up the points.
I'll say this. Me and Higgs have been going back and forth on NFL Chaos probably all season. And if I beat him, I'm happy. If he we're like neck and neck. I mean, half the time when we do them, we most likely we agree on everything. So except there's always like one game we differ. So it's been a battle, and I look forward to seeing you in Super Bowl Chaos, sir.
Dun dun dun! We're gonna have player props. We're going to have first half, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, all that full game, maybe some player props. We'll see.
Allie's trying to turn me gray before my time.
It's like an all-day live show, in-game betting.
Oh, God.
Oh, my
gosh.
Too old. I have a feeling Earl Sports Bets is going to do a watch-along party, and I have a feeling both of you will probably be on that show.
Listen, I don't even know what I'm doing Football Sunday. I'm thinking about
having a party.
To a wing place down here. I'm thinking about.
Well, I didn't get an invite.
I just decided like the other day. Mandy doesn't even know, so.
You should ask your wife first. You totally should.
I asked for forgiveness, not permission.
Better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. Yes. Words to live by, people. All right, so let's get this party started. We've only got 4 games, so we'll see how this works out. We're going to start with the Bengals at the Titans, 47.5. Higgs, what do you think?
I'm going over the total, 47.5. Listen, both these defenses, a little suspect. I think they'll give up a bunch of points. The run game, listen, Mixon is a good guy, right? Henry's back. Who knows what you get out of him? But really, for me, is that you got 2 quarterbacks who could put the ball in the air, put some points on the board, and 2 defenses that are just okay, if anything. I mean, Cincy playing with fire needed, could have put up more points. It shouldn't have come down to an interception on the 1-yard line 5 seconds ago. That game should have been out of reach early. But here we are. They're Cincinnati. So, again, on the road. And this is no knock on Burrow. I mean, the dude's won a national championship game. He's in playoff games, LSU, he plays Alabama. So this isn't like a spot where it's like, nerves. No, this guy, he's got a little experience playing in big games. I just think it's an overplay based on the defenses. And Tennessee getting healthy, getting guys back, even though it's still, whether they're decoys or whatever, I think the over is in play, 47.5. Let's go over the total.
All right, Lenny, do you agree or disagree with this analysis?
I do. I did go back and forth with this game, though, a little bit. Like, I had the under, not knowing what to expect out of Derrick Henry and all that. But at the end of the day, Cincy's going to score 20, 24 points. And I think Tennessee can do that as well. So if that's the case, 27-24 is really all I need. Kind of go over. So, something to that nature of a score. I think Derrick Henry will be the difference here. I don't want to be on the wrong side of the Titans. I mean, everybody forgets about the Titans. Bengals are happy to be there. They should have blew out the Raiders. They barely beat the Raiders. Tennessee's going to wallop them, I think, personally. So
I like it. A little play on the side there for you as well. We've got 49ers at your favorite team, the Green Bay Packers, Lenny. It's 47.5 in this one, too. What do you got?
Man, I really hope the Niners win 49-0. Realistically, just for some. I mean, here's the thing with Green Bay. I can't stand them being a Lions fan, obviously, but I'm never ever gonna take the point. I'm not gonna bet an under with the Packers with Aaron Rodgers ever. I'm gonna take the over. I think the Niners are going to give him some trouble, but I think it's going to be a same type situation. They're both going to score 20-something points, and I just think the Niners are going to give him trouble, though. The Niners could win this game outright.
Really? See, I just don't see it, but I'm not into the Niners, so I don't. Maybe it's just me. Higgs, what do you got on this one?
I'm going under the total here. And, I believe, listen, Niners, I had an over 10.5 ticket. I got an NFC West ticket for them. They are a good team. Mm-hmm. Defense first for them. And actually, Green Bay's kind of a defensive squad a little bit. It's kind of easy when, you mentioned Rodgers put up a bunch of points. Yeah, he puts up points, and then the defense could just pin their ears back. The team's going to have to go out there and throw the ball. Here, right. I don't know. I think we'll see some running, driving, long drives, clock milking kind of stuff here. Defense, and as much as Rodgers is great, he has troubles with San Fran. As much as he's got the chip on the shoulder for them not drafting him, the dude does have problems with him. Yeah. And I like the Niner coach more than I like the Green Bay coach when it comes to scheming up something. So give me the under here, 47.5.
And side note real quick, Nick Bosa for the 49ers has cleared concussion protocol, so he's going to play. So that defense is going to be mighty. They do give Rodgers a hard time. I mean, I don't mind the 49ers side at all. And Rodgers is notoriously not a great playoff quarterback. I don't give
11 and 8 in the playoffs. Rodgers.
Yeah, he's good. He ain't great.
Like last week, this week, if you're taking dogs in the playoffs, just take them on the money line. Because if they're going to win, they're going to win outright. They're going to win outright, and that's that. They're either going to lose by 10, and it's not going to be worried about the spread, or they're winning outright.
Get that value. All right, let's talk the Sunday games. Rams are at the Buccaneers. 48 is the number. Higgs, you start this one off.
Over. I mean, both, again, we got a pair of defenses here that are just okay. I know we've seen the Rams look like they're a pretty good defense. No, I don't really think so. I mean, you got some great name guys. Probably got a Hall of Famer on the line and in the secondary there on the corner, but you beat an Arizona team that has been fading for the last 2 months. You let the Niners, and I'll give you a little bit of a pass here because the Niners were fighting for a playoff spot. But you're up 17-0. You couldn't even edge that one out. Brady's going to put points on the board. And that defense is going to allow points. I mean, Kupp's going to get 100-something yards. He'll score. They have no answer for him. And we're talking about Henry coming back. Who the heck saw Cam Akers coming back and being – I mean, like –
blowing them up.
I was doing another spot, and we're talking about that game. I'm like, I said, who knows what that guy's going to be? He hasn't played in months. I mean, and you're going to get that from him, which you expected. That's why they drafted him when they did. I mean, he's a good player. And then all of a sudden you get an OGB sighting that you haven't seen in 4 years. Again, you got a good coach on the side. Both of these coaches, you got two solid coaches, Super Bowl coaches, right? They know what they're doing. I'm going to go over here because I think the offenses will score and the defenses are just That's all they are. You get an F from me because I've seen them both be bad.
That's fair. Lenny, do we agree or disagree?
I got to disagree on this one. I think this game's going to be super close, but I think I don't know if it's going to get to the high 20s for both teams to go over. I mean, like a 21-20. I think the Rams are a solid dog in this game. I think their defense is going to get after Tom Brady, and Tom Brady's the GOAT. He's the best quarterback to ever play the game. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no hate mail. Okay, but if you got to make that guy move more than 3 yards, he's not a good quarterback right now. Okay, he's old. I'm just saying, he's not mobile. And Matt Stafford, he's due for a pick or two. And I think it's going to come down to that running game. And I think both teams are going to have to ground and pound. And I think both defenses step up a little bit. And that wears that clock down. And that's why it stays under. Not by much, but that's my under.
Brady's definitely no Eric Kramer. Kramer's gone.
No, he's no Eric Kramer. And he's definitely no Scott Mitchell.
Scott Mitchell throwing to Herman Moore and Brett Perryman back in the day?
Yeah. And he sure in the hell can't run like Dan Orlovsky out the back of the end zone. So,
what the hell are you guys talking about right now? Moving on.
Lions failed quarterbacks. That's what we're talking about. Lions failed quarterbacks.
I have never heard of any of these people. I'm like, who are these people?
In the movie Mr. Mom, the kid's got an Eric Kramer poster on his bed.
That's great. Eric Kramer was a good quarterback.
Mr. Mom, a great movie.
We've got the Bills and the Chiefs. The number is 54 on this one. Lenny, what do you got going on here?
I'm taking the over. I mean, the Bills just score. They just score. And, their defense is legit. Don't get me wrong, but I think Kansas City is a playoff-built team. They're built for this stuff. They struggled early in the season. Everybody was writing them off, and here they are, one win away from the AFC Championship. And their defense doesn't play half bad, but 54 is a big number, and I just think the Bills are going to get after that ass. And I'm telling you right now, they're going to score 30+. And I don't know if the Chiefs can keep up with them.
All right, bold prediction. Higgs, what do you think about that?
He thinks I'm crazy. That's what he thinks.
I mean, we saw, 58 when the Bills came in here and won a couple months, 2 months ago, and it looked like they won the Super Bowl. And then they went out late, and then they went out and lost a tough one in Tennessee the next week. But, I mean, this Bills team, what do they do? They seem to play up to good teams. Okay, if they would have beat Jacksonville, this game would be playing in Buffalo right now, and you're telling me the Bills would be, a 5-point favorite at home over this team? Right. But I'm agreeing. I'm going on the over here. I sort of want to do the under, but I'm like, you know what? As much
it's a big number.
As much as the Chiefs' defense did improve, and they did, like they when they gave up a 38, that was a banged up defense. But I don't know, man. We got Mahomes at home, Andy Reid here in the playoffs. It's just not the Kelsey. So you got Tyreek Hill. You got a fever for the flavor of a Pringle. Hilarious. Yeah. I mean, you got some. It's not just one kind of guy here. You got a lot to work with on both sides of the ball offensively. And, as of now, the weather looks clear. It looks like, all right, cold's fine. We got some cold weather guys. Looks like no wind hampering the air raids going on. So let's go over that 54. I'm with you there.
I will say this real quick. History does repeat itself. Earlier in the year, Buffalo beat Kansas City, like Higgs just mentioned, 38-20. Next week, after the Titans beat up the Bengals, the Tennessee Titans will beat Buffalo, and they will be in the Super Bowl this year. Boom! You'd thank me later.
So,
mind blown.
History repeats itself again.
So little Buffalo gets another win here over KC, and then Tennessee
to the Super Bowl.
No revenge game for Buffalo next week.
Nope.
They lost it on the 1 yard line back a couple.
My Super Bowl is Tennessee Rams. Right. That's my Super Bowl pick right now.
I like that Super Bowl. I'd like that.
I know, right?
Bucks and Chiefs or something.
And it's in LA.
Ooh, I like this. I like this. I like where you're going. What's your Super Bowl, Higgs?
I don't even know who I picked for the Super Bowl.
Probably the Lions.
You know what?
It's okay if you pick the Lions. It's okay. You wouldn't have been the only one.
So that
actually got a Bills AFC
company not excluded.
Bills AFC plus 600.
I don't hate that.
I actually had a Cleveland plus 1400 Super Bowl. And then I just, I mean, I had you want to hear my divisions were Minnesota, the Falcons, and the Niners. Not good on my divisions. I did more a couple wins. I did win to Super Bowl. I didn't do one because I think I could just buy into that. Because where are you going with that? You're going to, Rams, Kansas City, Buffalo, they're all wasn't huge returns on.
Oh, my Super Bowl picks I just came up with 2 days ago. They're nowhere near futures or anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at these games this week, and I'm like, out of this mess, everybody's talking about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, and I think people should really be talking about Matt Stafford, but I'm biased because he's from the Lions. Like, we grew him into like this adult now, and he's going to go win himself a Super Bowl.
Because again, I'm going to go off the beat path. I'll say San Fran and KC. Because I'm not going to go against, it's tough going against. Well,
I could see it.
I didn't even bet this Bills game.
I
haven't bet the Bills KC game at all. But I could see, Andy Reid. He's just, I don't know, make a common. He's
just built for playoffs.
I could just see them winning here. I could see them going on the road and winning. I think definitely edge for him, head coach over Vrabel. And in the NFC side, I could see the Rams winning against Tampa. That Tampa team's got, I think, too many flaws. They can be exposed.
Yep.
And Green Bay, as good as they are, I've seen them lay eggs in Lambeau. I lost an SUV when the Giants went in there and beat them in the cold. I mean, when Green Bay should have rolled these goals. I've seen them lose games with better teams. So I'm not right. I'm not they could definitely get taken. So I'll go off and say San Fran and KC.
I could see it. Plus, if the Rams win, it's like it might be the closest the Lions ever get to a Super Bowl with having Matt Stafford hold the trophy. Like, I just envision, like, I have dreams, and he's holding it up on a stage, and he's like, "This is for you, Detroit." And then we're like, and then I cry, and then it's all good. That's where I'm at.
Goodness. Then you buy a new dog just so you can name him Stafford, and
No, I'm not doing it.
Your dogs are huge.
Don't tell Mandy we can have another dog.
Because then he just be kicking the dog when it annoys him, thinks he's Matt Stafford.
He has 3 King Corsos, and they're the biggest dogs like in the world. They're huge.
My dogs, but all 3 weigh like 120 pounds. They're like people.
That's like me. Yeah, that's what I weigh.
That's like little people. I mean,
yeah, they're not full size.
Like my son was like a 250-pound shaved gorilla.
Oh my God. Shaved gorilla. Quit shaving your kid, Higgs.
I bought him a razor for Christmas. He was getting a little scruffy, so I'm like, you gotta trim up your little sideburns.
Oh, how old are you? Is he like 14, 16?
No, he's 15. No.
When my son was like 15, 16, he grew out all this scruff, and he thought he was like Wolverine because he couldn't grow like he's just right here. And I'm like, bro, are you gonna shave or? He's like, and he's like, no, man, I'm growing it out. I'm like, you look like you're homeless. I'm like, can you clean it? Like, I'm like,
You gotta have that when you met him, Allie.
What was the talk in Lethal Weapon, like the against the grain when Danny Glover's teaching his kid how to shave? The whole against the grain, or with the grain. I don't shave my face, so I'm not sure if it's with or against. Legs against the grain. I know that. Okay. Let's do some recapping. In case anyone missed any of the picks, we're going to recap everything. We're going to remind you guys again about the promo code. Use the promo code MORNING when you log on to the Caesar Sportsbook app and get yourself hooked up with their promo deals. They've got one for every state that's legal right now. And then don't forget, check out Sean Higgs. He's got his own channel called Winning Free Picks. Subscribe to that channel. And you can also find him at picksandparlays.net. That's where we keep all of his premium plays. And when you're there, use the promo code YEAR. It saves you 20% off all of his best bets. Higgs, what do you got lined up? You're a high volume guy. What kind of plays can they be looking for when they come to you?
So the Winning Free Picks, don't think you're, leaving Picks and Parlays. It's the same network. I just do the videos over there. I'm like, hey, let me do videos because I'm bored out of my mind during the day. But yeah, high volume. I actually put up a best bet in college basketball for tomorrow. But if you get a pass, like I always tell people, again, we have a leaderboard. If you want to meet somebody else, always get a 3-day weekly pass. It's better volume than this one game because, I like a game. It's my best bet. It could easily lose. It is what it is, folks. I mean, it's my favorite college basketball game tomorrow, but I got 13 other college basketball games. And as long as we're on playoffs, I got a short shot, best bet, moneymaker going here this weekend. So it's going to be a good weekend of NFL and hopefully a good weekend of college basketball. So excited.
Nice. All right. Excellent. Detroit Lenny, you're all over the Picks and Parlays universe. You've been crushing the Picks and Parlays TikTok channel. Which are you? 35 and 18?
I'm 37 and 19 as of last night. So 37 and 19. we're getting back up there. We're trying to take over the TikTok universe, one pick at a time.
Do you do dances? Do you like
I've been known to shake a leg here and there. I've also been known to exploit my wife and kids to make them dance on TikTok as well. We do some family videos. We do some crazy stuff. We're funny. We're just funny.
Really funny.
And the funniness draws them in, but the picks keep them. So we're still crushing it, 37-19. Do game time decision Monday through Friday with our favorite knuckleheads, Nick and Tim Earl.
They don't like that at all. They're real selective.
Yeah,
real selective.
Yeah, they're real selective. Tuesday nights we got Net Picks and Chill. Me and Nick Earl, all the things NHL. Shooting Hoops Wednesday night with me and Tim Earl, all things NBA. And me and this crazy blonde next to me do this crazy little show on Thursday nights, Almost Adulting, where we just either gloat about all our picks or we try to drink away all our losses.
Yep, that's pretty much it right there. Yep.
So there's that.
Yeah, so there's that. It's a really fun time, though, to sit back and do some live in-play betting and have a couple beers and get to know different morning woodies and people that follow 100%.
100%.
So, yeah, it's a blast. It really is a good time. Okay, so don't forget, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and let's go through the NFL Divisional Playoffs Total Chaos Recap. We're starting with the Bengals and the Titans, 47.5, and they both say it's going over. 49ers and the Packers, 47.5. Lenny's going over. Higgs is going under. Rams at the Bucks, it's 48. Higgs is going over. Lenny is going under, but we agree again. The Bills and the Chiefs, it's not enough points. That game is going over the total of 54, and that's how we're going to play this round of NFL Total Chaos. I'll see you two back here next week. You're my two favorite NFL guys, so I just want to finish out the season for me. All right, let's just finish out.
We'll probably end up 2-2 after this week, so we'll have to come back next week for the AFC NFC games. So.
That's fair. I'm
going 4-0, and you could talk about it on Almost Adulting. I'm coming and humiliate you.
Are you calling your shot? Are you calling your shot 4-0?
I always call undefeated because if I'm telling you to take something, I don't think the game's going to lose. Right? That's your Detroit Lion mentality. If you think something, it's just automatically a loser.
No, we accept ties where we come from. We embrace them as wins, okay?
So I didn't lose that game is what you're saying? Exactly.
Right. I'll bring my Red Wing stuff on. Red Wings for the cup.
Only for midnight.
Sabres for the cup. You know better.
Sabres.
All right.
I know.
Me and Tim Earl made a $1 bet on the Sabres for the cup. Yeah, just to annoy Nick and Lenny. And that dollar is worth its weight in gold. It still annoys them.
Yeah, it's definitely paid for itself.
And I have Sabres like swords crossed tattooed on my back. I was like, I was freaking
I thought you were going to say you got a Sabres for the cup tattoo, and I'm like, what?
Not yet. When they win that cup, I'm getting it, though. All right. And I'm going to get it on my forehead so you and Nick can see it at all times. At all times.
It's going to be a good look for you. Be a very good look for you. I think you should do it. I 100% encourage it.
That'd be good as the Mike Tyson eye tattoo.
Ooh,
hey, it worked out for him. It's worked out for him. So.
That's true. That's true. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. And like I always say, may the best capper win.
Good luck.